Following 3 days of considerations of the 2015 budget estimates, which saw the passage of the 2015 appropriations bill in the early hours of Thursday morning, the People's Progressive Party, Civic, which continues to maintain that the 3 days were inadequate, has stated that such has resulted in a number of questions remaining unanswered. Former Attorney General and PPPC Member of Parliament Anil Nandlal explained that the estimates had instances of illegalities, which will go down in history.
The Constitution Amendment Act and the Financial Management and Accountability Amendment Act were two of the first pieces of legislation that they passed. They made great public fanfare of it. They said that it is intended to restore public accountability and to remove from certain constitutional agencies political interference and contamination. And then they presented a budget that placed these agencies in violation of those very laws.
Nandlal went on to explain that there are basic things which should have been done by the government and were not done. In his view, that speaks to incompetence. He further added that such should never have happened in the first place.
If you create new ministries, if you create new agencies, then you have to add those to that schedule to qualify them to benefit from public monies. That was not done. So we had to await for an order to be sent to the official gazette to add these new ministries and new agencies which were created to the accounting infrastructure of our country.
On the other hand, PPPC MP Joseph Hamilton charged that the government has already developed a tendency of spewing lies and deceit. He noted that the government claimed initially that it created several new ministries, when in fact what it did was to create departments.
In the case of citizenship, Mr. Felix, that was a department in the Ministry of the Presidency. And finally, in the case of Mr. Trotman, that also was a department in the Ministry of the Presidency. Members of the media, you cannot be a minister and you don't have a ministry, or you shouldn't be. So we have persons who are being paid via public funds, ministerial salaries, with all the benefits that come with it. But in effect, they're managing departments in the Ministry of the Presidency.
Generally, looking at the 2015 budget from the opposition's side, it was just an illusion, Hamilton added.
This government is just in power for about 100 days, a little over 100 days. And when you examine in totality all the infringements, the lies, the deceit, the taking the Guyanese people for granted, it is a worrying trend and sign. And that is the reason why you have this deficit of confidence in the government. And that is the reason why instead of the economy doing better, it is doing worse.
The PPPC had the opportunity in the House to vote down those allocations that they were not in favor of. However, they did not. The party noted that was due to the fact that the leader of the opposition had made a commitment not to deny money to the economy or behave reckless in the House. And that's just what they did. In the meantime, though, the PPPC believes that the APNU-FC government will fail in a matter of time. Handel Duncan, HGP Nightly News.